Sims. We're out here in DYNAMIX, California, the off-road capital of the world. And we're gonna shake down the new 2018 Polaris RZR XP Turbo DYNAMIX. It's Fox's newest technology incorporated with the Polaris RZR. And basically what happens is it actively adjusts your suspension as you're traveling through different terrains. I mean, if you catch air, it's gonna add dampening, so when you come down, you have a flush landing. You're cruising across the choppy bumps, it's gonna control it. You can go to softer and it's gonna just, dampen those. You're not gonna get beat to death. Polaris has teamed up with Fox on this new DYNAMIX RZR, and basically what we've got is a suspension technology that is adaptive to the conditions and the environment you're riding in. It changes on the fly as you go through different terrain, and they're the first ones in the off-road community to actually utilize that technology. What we have to do now is we'd have to get out of the car, adjust our suspension, and then climb back in. With this technology, we'd be able to be going through the desert and get to a spot where we want a little bit more comfort and make the suspension work a little bit more, utilize that type of suspension without having to get out of the car. We're in DYNAMIX, California right now, and it's the sand dunes. So the nice thing about that is there's almost every type of terrain out here. You've got sand washes, you've got the dunes, and basically when we're out here at a high rate of speed, we want the most dampening that we can have. That way you're not bottoming out and it's using the shocks to their fullest potential. And that's the cool part of it. You go wherever you want and it's gonna change for you. And yeah, definitely if you're gonna ride hard, you're gonna want more dampening. If you're cruising with your family, you want it nice and soft, and that way you have a nice comfort ride for everybody and everybody's not getting beat to death. So with the new DYNAMIX technology, we've got 4 different areas that we're gonna improve your ride with as you're cornering. So you're coming into a hard, fast corner, and you wanna keep your body roll to a minimum. So you're gonna come into a corner, hit that corner, and the DYNAMIX suspension will actually stiffen up the outside, and it'll keep your vehicle more level, so that when you come out of that, you've got all the traction on all 4 tires, and it's equal. As you gain speed, it will also start dampening more. That way you're more planted to the ground. So basically we're trying to keep all the power to the ground, keeping the tires on the ground and keep everything, stable. And that's what we're going with, is keeping the stability there. DYNAMIX has also incorporated the braking part of it. So as you're coming up to a big hard stop and you're used to hitting the brakes and the nosedive feeling and the rear lifting up, what DYNAMIX does is you come into a corner or a hard braking situation, hit the brakes, DYNAMIX is actually going to stiffen the front end so that you don't get that nosedive feeling, and it keeps everything nicely planted. Everybody loves jumping these RZRs, so I mean, when we're coming out here with this new DYNAMIX technology, as soon as the DYNAMIX realizes or senses that your tires are off the ground, they're going to go to full dampening, so that when you're coming down from a nice big jump, you're going to get that plush landing without the bottoming out that you're normally expecting with a big, with one of these machines. So the DYNAMIX allows that suspension to go stiff in the air, come down, land nicely, and then it'll go back to a nice smooth ride after you come down from your landing, and then you just keep going. So one of the other cool features with this DYNAMIX is it's got the ride command built into it. In the ride command, you've got the DYNAMIX suspension technology screen. In that screen, you've got, it shows you the different dampening forces at each 4 corners. So you can see it's on a scale of 1 to 10. So you can watch that screen, or your passengers can watch that screen, and you can see how the suspension technology is actually working. So when you catch air, you can see every corner go to a 10. That way when you come down, it's nice and smooth. It drops back down to 1 or 2. Enough of the talk. Let's go out there, ride, check out this new suspension technology, and do it.